What is up, y'all? It's KBC, and you're back on my SaeBritneyChanel channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a very popular aesthetic, especially now that it's spring. It is the Nancy Meyers interior design aesthetic, okay? You may have seen this in videos for spring for 2025 and whatnot. So I'm going to go over who Nancy Meyers is and what her aesthetic is and how you can get the look in your home. I'll be showing some photos and pictures of my home so that you can get the aesthetic if you're interested. If you like these sort of videos, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and let's get started. I hope you enjoy. All right, y'all. So we got to talk about what is trending right now and is resurfacing. Miss Nancy Meyers, y'all. Y'all may know her as an American filmmaker. She has been a part of tons of popular films like The Parent Trap, The Holiday, The Intern, amongst other popular films. But what is most notable, y'all, that is making an aesthetic comeback is the design sets that were a part of those films, right? So let's talk a little bit about this particular aesthetic that the girlies and people are loving, right? So this particular aesthetic, y'all, is definitely about that lived in feel, that warm, cozy feel. You all know we've done the hygge type of videos on this channel, so I'm all for a warm and cozy type of look. It's definitely, this aesthetic is very layered. Nancy Meyers interior is definitely very maximalista, so you will like this design style if you are a maximalist, because this particular style, it is about the aesthetic of leaving things out but in a functional way. And you'll notice that throughout different rooms. Like if you notice that the kitchens, they have the open shelving, the pots hanging from the walls, you can see in through the cabinets, and it all creates an aesthetic feel. Also, there's a lot of it also gives that Pottery Barn aesthetic where they're doing like that new modern coastal type of feel without it looking too beachy. And you all might see like the photo credits and different stuff there from the different films, as well as the Emily Henderson blog, because she gives you the full breakdown, y'all, of this style in a nutshell, right? So I want to talk about some of the basic elements of this particular style. Now you guys will notice that when this style is presented in these films, it is very light and airy, right? So you guys can see the aesthetic as far as like the curtains, very light, right? It's very like warm and cozy, timeless and elegant designs. You guys know this style reminds me so much of farmhouse or that cottagey feel. You definitely get that from this particular aesthetic, y'all. And the reason why I feel like people are liking it for spring, like I said, y'all, this reminds me so much of Pottery Barn this spring. Also, it reminds me of RH for spring. Now, also, there is gingham print that is used. It just feels like this look brings back nostalgia, traditional looks as well, and also a lot of vintage looks, because there's a lot of layering going on. This particular look, like when I'm noticing in these pictures, there's a lot of sofas that are made of like either linen or kind of like slip covers that are used. So that particular aesthetic, y'all, when y'all are seeing like the living rooms, you're seeing like the white sofas or sofas that have like that traditional feel, slip covers, very spring. You guys kind of know, like when you decorate or design for the outdoors in the spring, how There are certain tufted chairs that have like those pretty kind of like white linen slip covers, or some people even use beautiful like linen kind of tarp curtains, or you know, the light airy curtains that people are using, like, you know, the chiffon feel, that sort of thing. And also, you guys, the ambiance of this particular aesthetic is like kind of that soft lighting, that nice ambient lighting. And we've talked about that on the channel as well. So it's kind of like definitely spring, because I'm noticing in the aesthetic there's a lot of florals, okay, light tones, and it definitely adds classiness without being over the top. Like, I could see these looks from the Nancy Meyers films, and I would do these looks in my home. And in fact, I've actually done a lot of these particular looks in my home. So I'm going to show you all some of the design elements that I've used throughout my home. We're going to go over that. So let me put some pictures on the screen, and then I'll do like a comparison between the Nancy Meyers and my home. All right, so the beautiful part, y'all, I love this particular look. You guys can see the staples of those slip cover couches, you know, the light touches of greenery, the lightness of the paint color, because the paint color is nondescript. That is what this look is all about. The light and airy curtains, and as you can see, they have used some sort of bamboo curtains on the screen here, as well as, y'all, where have y'all seen this from? The two shelving units on each side of the fireplace and the vaulted ceiling. Where have we seen this before? Oh yeah, in my very much cottagey modern organic Airbnb space. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so just taking a look at what we just looked at, you guys see I'm not afraid, y'all, of that layering and leaving things out, that maximalist look, as far as, you know, leaving my stuff out for functionality and aesthetic, especially with the open shelving that I have, right? So here I don't have two bookcases in a sense of it being like bookcases, but I do have the open shelving as the aesthetic has. Also, those high kind of ceilings that make the room look open, that warm traditional feel from the woods and things like that. Fresh flowers to bring that spring in, and the soft ambiance of the soft lighting, y'all. So with this particular look, this look is about the ease of styling. It's about really a nostalgia of feeling, and it just makes you feel like cozy when you look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's warm in the winter, cool in the summer type of feel. So this particular Airbnb, I've shown you how I have elevated it and designed it for the winter, but it also worked for the spring. You can also see in this particular space that I have used those similar bamboo screen shades, as well as you can see like the white linen sofa that is replicating that white slipcover sofa effect that this look goes perfect with, as well as that gingham print, because the prints and different light textures and linens definitely are a must for this particular aesthetic, y'all. And this look, like I said, it comes off as a timeless look because it's effortless with purpose. So that's what I will say about the Nancy Meyers aesthetic. You guys can see that there. So you see the lamps, you see that it also has like the light and airiness of that coastal modern even farmhouse type of style, very cottagey. So I'm going to also put on the screen where you can kind of see that effect again with the Nancy Meyers inspired interior design look. It's going to be on this next picture. Y'all, this particular type of aesthetic gives the elegant auntie, that rich auntie aesthetic without saying it. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is such a vibe right here. These sofas, you see, like, they have the little skirting at the bottom, the light neutral colors that liven up the room, and the fresh kind of florals. That is what this particular aesthetic is about. So if you are a person, you like to look elegant, you don't like to put in a lot of effort, but you want it to look warm and inviting, this is definitely the way to go. This look is supposed to, like, and I'm gonna tell you the crazy thing, like, when I was looking at the blogs and stuff, you saw that Pottery Barn was being suggested on the blogs for this. The foundation of this, warm neutrals and tons of fabric, slip covers, pillows, throws, rugs, candles, and white lampshades, y'all. White lampshades, warm light bulbs to go with them. So you guys could see that is what is going on in this particular space. It's kind of like a subtle, timeless, and elegant feel, but it's definitely giving, like I said, that rich auntie effect. And just going over, you can see the look here. You can see the nice touches of greenery, bringing that spring in, and the nice white lampshades in neutral colors going on. So that is what this particular aesthetic, the foundationals of this particular aesthetic. So that's what I have going on. It's definitely giving cottagey. It could give cottagey. It could give a little bit of coastal, like as I said prior. It could also give a little bit of farmhouse. So there's a lot of elements to this style, and there's a lot of directions that this particular aesthetic can go into, y'all. But I definitely feel like it's cool that these movies and things are trending again, as well as the set designs. Okay, so these set designs are it, y'all. So definitely look up Nancy Meyers design aesthetic. Okay, let's get into more spaces in my home. Okay, so looking at other stuff that this particular aesthetic requires, if you look at some of the pictures from the Nancy Meyers design sets, there were things like bowls of lemons, oranges, copper pots hanging from the racks. So that is what I have here. You see that is out and about. They also had, like, you know, things that this kitchen aesthetic is known for is the white chalky cabinets, canisters, and matching spice jars. So you guys can see I have those type of things out, and the layering effect is at work even in the dining room in different areas, like the coffee bars where you can see the canisters and things are layered in trays. You also have, like, you know, the layering of the napkins and stuff with the plates. You can see the plates and the, you know, cups and things are all open shelving where you can see them and it's visible. I also have that, you know, that lemony effect here in the kitchen. But here's a picture where you can see that open shelving, pots hanging, fruits and things being highlighted with touches of greenery. All of that can be found in my home, and that is a part of the Nancy Meyers aesthetics. So like I said, going over the particular types of rooms, the living rooms, white slipcover sofas, fireplaces, chairs that are linen and cotton canvas stripes, gingham print, floral pillows and things. You guys see that? And then candles, tapered candles, dark mahoganies, and, you know, layered window coverings, white dinnerware. You guys can see that that's going on in the dining room area. And so if you're into this particular aesthetic, it's just about basically bringing those different elements in. Remember, open shelving, maximalist. Leave that stuff out. It doesn't have to be in a clutter way, but in a way to showcase your pots and pans and nice, you know, china and stuff in an aesthetic fashion. Bring those florals in. Definitely get your slip covers out. Definitely bring the copper pots and pans. If you like copper cups, which I like, open bowls of fruit, bowls of, flowers and different things like lemons and stuff, to bring that touch of color in, and neutral palettes. So this basically, like I said, it has that element of what we talked about a couple weeks back, where I talked about Pottery Barn having like that vintagey, modern, coastal, organic feel. That is this. So let me know what you all think about the Nancy Meyers design aesthetics. Do y'all like the foundations and the things that she used on the sets and movies that she was a part of? Leave it in the comment section below. I would love to see your thoughts on this. See you soon on the next video. Thanks so much for watching.